everybody. Welcome back to the spinoff, another episode. And look, I got a new mic, so we're going to see how this works. Today, everybody, I have with me a very special guest. I want you to welcome Konan, the comedian. Thank you for joining me today, sir.
Thank you for having me.
So you grew up in Switzerland. What was it like in Switzerland growing up, and what was the comedy scene like there?
I started with comedy when I came to America, so I don't know how the comedy scene is, but I was back then a professional bodybuilder, so I had pretty much covered with sponsors and I was earning money. And the reason why I moved away from Switzerland is Swiss people are a little bit like they play by rules, and bodybuilding is not big there. Like you are more like the stupid pumper. It's not a job to go to the gym. That's what brought me to America, and I came a couple times to America to travel, and I fell in love. And I said I wasted 29 years. I'm done. I'm leaving, and then I moved to America.
So you moved here at 29. So in 20, like, give me a little taste of what Switzerland's like delicacies. What would be like a main delicacy in Switzerland?
Swiss people in Switzerland, you can eat really good cheese. The
Mm,
chocolate is famous. I think
yep.
the most famous chocolate is from Switzerland. And the bakery is really good, like German bakery, Swiss bakery. That's what I miss the most. I'm missing is really bakery and cheese and the real food. Like my parents are from Turkey, so I grew up with good kind of fruits. And in America, it's hard to find even the fruit doesn't taste like a fruit anymore. You know, it's like I don't know.
No, I agree. Look, I know what things tasted like when I was growing up here, and nowadays things just don't taste the same, and I can
Yeah.
tell. So no, I agree with you 100%. Now in Switzerland, like, what was it? Were sports a big part of you growing up, or was it just looking at bodybuilders and being like, "That's what I want to do"?
No, it's funny is I was a professional gamer when I was younger.
No way, no
Yeah,
way.
yeah. So I was with 15. I was like from 15 to 19, I was like literally gaming 10, 12 hours a day. I was sponsored by EA. So my life was surrounding like only gaming. I was like fat and like not muscle, like I was like fat only.
So what made you decide that bodybuilding was going to be a way to go then? Because I mean, dude, looking at you, I couldn't believe you were a comedian when I found you on Facebook. I'm like, this dude's way too jacked. He's a mountain. And so
Yeah.
when did bodybuilding kind of become like, hey, why not?
Yeah, so like growing up as a chubby child, I'm sure I had a lot of like insecurities or like complex, like nobody wanted to date me, and you're the chubby child in the school, like, and with 19 I started dieting and I said like I don't want to do any more gaming. Like I took a break from gaming. I came to a nightlife, so I was like working in bars, was doing events for clubs. I had even a DJ agency. So by that time, I was already working out and looking good, but I wasn't doing like professionally. And then I got at some point like in a even like I had the alcohol problem. Like I drank a lot, and
Yeah.
then and my friend, I changed. I had a new job. Started working in a gym, and two friends of me took me to a competition to the nationals in Switzerland, IFBB, and I said like I'm working out every day. Why I don't look like those people? And my friends made fun of me, and I said, look, I'm stopping to drink. On that day, I stopped drinking. Before I was drinking like 5, 6 times a week.
Ooh.
I stopped drinking. Next year, I competed, did fourth at the nationals, what is really high. And then everybody said, yeah, now you can stop, go back again, normal life. I said, no, I'm going to do this. And then next year, I came back and won the nationals. So
So
I
then
was in my category the best in the Switzerland.
wow. So then basically have you ever drank again since then?
I mean, I didn't touched alcohol like 4 or 5 years, like literally no.
Wow.
And then when I came to America, like I drink sometimes, like I'm honest, like especially now I'm more comedian than a bodybuilder. So when I drink once or twice a month, not till I'm drunk, but I drink how I want to drink.
Well, that's good. I mean, at least you kind of recognize that you had to cut something out in order to, get what you wanted, and
Yeah.
then you finally realize that hey, you can do it in moderation.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it's not by any means were you an alcoholic. So I mean,
No.
that's never anything you had to worry about. It sounds like.
No, I was like back like before I started bodybuilding, I was little because I was working also in the nightlife. So I needed
Oh,
to be 5, 6 times in a week outside, and then you already come in contact with
yep.
drugs and with alcohol. Like it's almost not possible. So like I couldn't. I was the most time drunk when I'm honest. It was really not nice. But now I have a very good relationship to alcohol because I drink when I'm in a good, like when I'm with friends around and they drink and it's a nice atmosphere, then I drink. I would never go at home and drink a bottle of vodka. So
Wow. I couldn't even imagine doing that. I just all right. It's you got a TikTok account that there was a video I saw in there that you had that you it was a little sketch you did where you ran out of protein, your protein shake powder, and the cutaway and then the comeback to look like the Hulk. And man, that one solidified it for me. That was when I was like, man, I can't wait to have this guy on. So what was it like? What's it like to do little skits like that? Do you prefer being on stage or maybe doing the sketch comedy?
when I'm honest, I love doing sketches. The sometimes it discourages me because the feedback is not big,
Yeah.
like especially like TikTok is like I don't know if I'm already too old or not understand it, but the like the weirdest stuff get viewed, but when I put something I think really it's funny, they don't watch it. Like
Yeah.
it's like I don't know, I don't understand TikTok at all. Like,
No.
but I love my dream would be have a sketch show like Kill and Peel. I
Ooh.
love doing sketches, but you need to be in our time now literally multitasking. You need to do
Yep.
everything. Like even want to start taking acting class because like you never know what kind of opportunity comes.
That's right. I mean, seriously, look at somebody like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Who would have thought where he started that where he would be now?
Yeah,
There's not a
exactly.
single person that ever would have predicted he'd ever even become a governor. So,
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe we're looking at a future governor here if you're ever interested.
No, no, I'm not interested in
All
that.
right. So, as far as what you do here in America, you said you came here at 29. Now you're doing stand up. What has been the biggest challenge of you doing stand up here in America? Has it been the language barrier?
Oh yeah, like that. Like most people don't realize like comedy is hard already. And this is my fifth language that I'm doing comedy.
What other language do
So
you speak then?
I talk Turkish, Swiss German, German, French, and English. So this is my fifth language where I'm doing comedy.
How do
So
you hold all that information? How do you
yeah,
retain that?
yeah, it's like hard. Like for me, it's like when I have a set, I need to practice every word the same way because that's the only way it sounds funny. Like literally, sometimes I twist two words and the bit is not anymore funny. So it's a challenge. But
So with the language barrier, I mean, no, I will admit to me personally, comedians that have accents, and it doesn't have to be a foreign accent. It could be Southern, it could be Eastern, your Boston, New York type accent. I find those comedians to be more funny because for some reason you guys are able to emphasize it and give it this little pizzazz twist on it just by your accent alone. So have you found it maybe a little bit easier in comedy in America just because of the accent alone?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like I would lie and I would say that my size and my accent didn't help. Like the thing is, I can tell when I do comedy in a place, people remember me always.
Yeah.
I'm 270 pounds. I talk like a Russian mafia boss, and you don't forget that person.
Oh man. Oh,
Like often I'm going somewhere and say, hey man, you're Conan, right? I saw you last time. I really don't remember who you are, but yeah, I'm Conan. Like because they remember me, obviously, because comedian mostly looks same, like chubby or skinny.
yeah.
Yeah, that's like but my accent makes like a lot better and easier to be funny. And I think the biggest part is that I see America way different than you guys see. Like you guys are used to, like when I say my my comedy is literally what happens daily basis to me. Like my jokes are like, I think like why, like I have a famous joke where I say like about make fun of sayings like, why the fuck is it who the fuck is a happy camper? I'm miserable when I'm camping. I mean, for you, it's normal. You grew up with saying happy camper, but why is it happy camper? Like, there's so many people who don't like camping.
You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Well, like what other? Yeah, I mean, you hit the nail right on the head there with happy camper. What other ones like kind of
Oh, I have
confuse you?
so many.
There's got to be more.
I have so many. Like, why is it daddy long leg? Like, is long leg not kinky enough?
Dude, you're gonna kill me. By the time we're done with this, my stomach is gonna hurt. It already hurts. It already hurts.
Yeah, or like stuff like, why is the shortcut for Richard dick? That's such a dick move.
You know, that's a question I've always had my entire life.
Yeah, like,
Why is Dick short for Richard?
and like the weirder question is like, you have the choice between being a Richard or Dick, but you choose being a Dick. Like, how did that come? Like, do you wake up one day and say, I want to be a Dick? Or
oh my god. Yeah, what sense does it make either?
From Richard to Dick, that doesn't make sense.
No,
or,
no.
For William to Bill, why is it not Billiam? Like,
oh man. All right. So what was it like when you did your first stand up here in America then? Where was it actually?
yeah, funny thing is like people think I'm doing that since years, but I do it like literally only a little bit over a year.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and for that I'm doing it a little bit over a year, I am like far. Like I was opener for Russell Peters, and
Wow.
I performed at Love Factory last month in Vegas.
I saw
So
that.
yeah,
How
so that's
was that? Because Laugh Factory, man,
unreal.
it's an iconic venue.
Yeah.
Numerous big names have been through there. What was it like to walk through there and be like, hey, man, I'm here? I saw your pictures on
Yeah.
Facebook, man. You looked pumped. You looked
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's unbelievable. Like I said, first time I came to America, I went to Vegas, and I said to my friend, I want to come. I want to be one time here perform. And I didn't thought it's gonna be comedy. I thought more maybe as Chippendale or something.
Dude,
And
why
then
not? Why not a secondary role in
yeah,
Chippendale? Come on. I mean, you got the physique, dude. You can do it.
yeah. And then like as comedian, then it's crazy. Then the special thing is I had such a anxiety to talk in front of people. Like back in the school, I was sick for weeks when I needed to have a talk in front of people. I called sick and like
Ooh.
I was so like I was getting sick from the anxiety, like from thinking about going
Almost
somewhere
like
to talk.
stage fright.
Yeah. And then from that being a comedian, like it's like my wife said that I'm nervous even now before every time I go up. Like it's crazy.
Now, see, I can attest to that as well. I may not do comedy, but my wife has to talk me down just before about every interview because I get the butterflies, I get nervous, I don't know what to expect. So yeah, I can kind of understand where you're coming from there, but at the same time, yours has to be much worse because
Oh
you're
yeah,
going in front of a room of people.
yeah.
So
Literally,
how do you control that?
yeah. Like the thing is, you can't control the outcome. Like
No.
you can do the same set how you always do, but still nobody laughs.
Yeah.
So it's like a scary thing being comedian. I think there is nothing harder than being comedian. Like it is easy because you're not working 8 to 5, yeah. But it is hard when you're there because like it can be very emotional. Like I'm a very perfectionist because of bodybuilding. And when something doesn't go how I want, I'm really upset. Like I hate it.
So yeah, you hear big names talk about that all the time. That it comedy is not. It's probably one of the hardest professions to ever get into because
Hmm.
you, like you said, you could do the same thing every night, but if it's a different crowd of people, it doesn't mean it's always going to land the same way.
Yeah.
So how do you really deal with knowing that at any point in time on any given night you could get that crowd that is just completely dead ass. They just
Um, I think that happens to everybody. I mean,
yeah.
I'm happy that I didn't had like a crazy bombs. Like I heard from people they boot them out of stage
Yeah,
and stuff.
I've
But
heard that.
my worst was only like we were in Atlanta with Russell, and the audience were mostly Indian people, and they have already problem to understand English.
Oh
Uh,
damn.
So they didn't mostly understand my sayings, or like when I make the joke about choking and joking, they didn't
Oh.
understand.
Oh shit.
Like it was awkward. But like half of the show was white, and they were dying. Like they came after the show to me like, "You are hilarious." I said, those people didn't understand your English. Like I said, I don't know. Like, but it's like mentally, like I said, you can't control the outcome. Like you do it, and you see how it comes.
So it was it kind of like almost like an addiction to a drug when you got the first uproar
Oh yeah.
when you did stand up. Did that is that what really sucked you in? As soon as you knew you had that crowd just right there in the palm of your hand, was that it?
Oh yeah, like when you have a great gig, it's like the feeling is insane. Like on my birthday last month, we went to Miami to an open mic at Improv. Like it's a very famous place, Improv,
Mm-hmm.
and it was sold out. And I had there were like over 20 comedians, and my set was like literally the best. Like first time people stood up and gave me standing ovation. I never had that before in my life.
Wow.
Like in comedy, getting standing ovation, like it's like big. And then couple days later, you do a smaller show and it's like only okay, and you feel like, damn man, that's like I want to go back there.
So there was a clip I saw you put on Facebook, and this might have been maybe a couple 2-3 weeks ago. I'm not sure where the venue was. It may be the improv that you're talking about. The set was it looked like indoors almost. You had different colored walls and doorways, and it was just you and a few other guys on stage, and you had every one of them dying because your snap comebacks for the shit they were handing you was spot on and it buried them.
Yeah.
So was that at the same place? Was that at
No,
the
no.
improv?
I think that you mean my like the host, the roast of
Yes,
me.
yes,
No,
that
no,
was it.
that's a very small theater here in St. Pete. Like there's like 50 people, 40
Okay.
people. Like the other place is like iconic. Like there's like 400 people in that room.
Wow.
So that's like imagine you stand in front of 400 people. So it's like
No.
crazy.
No, I
And
could not
telling
imagine
jokes.
that.
Yeah, like I say always, like as somebody who sings, you sing, but you don't see the feedback. Nobody's booing you out. But when you tell a joke, you need to have a feedback. Like
Yeah.
not having a feedback is worse. Like so, you want that people laugh.
Yeah. Have you? What is that? Because I'm assuming you've had it happen. Every comic has. Have
Yeah.
you fed that joke and it just was flat?
Then you go to something else. I
Is
mean, you
it just
can't
that
only,
quick? You just roll
yeah,
right into the next one like, oh
yeah.
shit, all right, moving on.
But when you do couple jokes and they don't get it, like you need to make fun of the audience or do something. Are you guys not getting it? Are you like, or do I talk another language?
Is
Like,
the mic on? What's
yeah.
going on here?
Or sometimes I say like, is my accent that bad? Or what's going on? Like, do you not understand anything?
All right. And see, when we were talking about just having that uproar and that addiction to comedy, you hear it from the big names all the time. Kevin Hart, Bill Burr. My gosh,
Joe
try
Rogan. And,
yes,
yeah.
Joe Rogan. I mean, my gosh, John Mulaney. Those guys. They all say the same thing. Just like you said, they still get those butterflies doing
Oh yeah.
the smaller venues though, not when they're doing like Netflix specials. The smaller venues, they said, is what gets to them now because it's so much more intimate. Now, is that something that you enjoy, is being that much closer to an audience, or are you, obviously I'm sure you would be looking forward to the bigger venues of a Netflix special or something along that line?
When I'm honest, I prefer bigger rooms. Like, yeah, I don't know why, but I like bigger rooms better. Maybe that changed with the years, but I like the pressure knowing like 400 people paid and they wanted that you kill it instead of like 20 people in front of you. Because like some comedians do a lot of crowd work.
Yeah.
When you do crowd work, then smaller venues are way better, of course, because you are very personal. But my comedy is more like I'm telling more about me. I mean, I involve sometimes people,
Mhm.
but it's more like I tell my story, how about America, about myself, make fun of myself, makes fun of Americans, and that's why I enjoy more the bigger venues.
So then, all right, as of right now, I mean, you are known. Trust me, you are well known right now. You are one of the well known up and coming comedians. I'm just going to let you know that right now. There is a buzz about you. People do know about you, and you are gathering one hell of a following. And you've also recently started up YouTube, and you've already got, what was it I saw last time? 170 subscribers already?
I think 180, but
My God, man.
yeah, but YouTube is so slow. Like when
It
I'm
is.
honest, I lose very fast the patience. Like I do couple videos and saw nobody is subscribing. I'm
Yep.
losing it. Like I want to get better when I'm not. Like it's like I I'm losing it. So I have
No, believe me.
respect of you. You're doing it, and like you need to keep doing it years and years and
Yeah.
years, and that's the thing, like I try to build my fan base like on Facebook, on Instagram. When I'm honest, like TikTok is like I do it sometimes, but because I have no idea how to do it, and when I'm honest, I have also other stuff right now I'm planning that I don't have any brain power for that. Like I started doing events now. Like my birthday party was my first event, was sold out like weeks before the show.
A killer Hulkamania shirt for that.
Oh
Love
yeah.
it.
Now I have on the 15th May in Side Splitters event with a headliner, a friend of me from Los Angeles, where I'm gonna feature the event. So there's a lot of plannings, and like I want to bring on the 15th my merch out. I
Yes.
have a merch like with foreigner, and then like explanation, like a lexicon. Like it's gonna be funny. Like
I
I'm gonna do
like it.
I'm gonna do like shirts like not a happy camper or
Oh,
like
oh yes, dude. Please, you've got to do that. That would be great. I hope you do. If you put that out, let me know right away. I'm buying
yeah,
one.
yeah, I have a lot of ideas. That's why like I can't do everything together. When I'm at some point in years later famous, I'm gonna hire somebody who does my YouTube channel,
There
who
you go.
films it, who cut the stuff together, and who knows what he's doing. I don't know what to do. So
Yep. You get yourself an editor, you get yourself a
yeah,
sound guy, a social media guy, maybe one that can do it all. And yeah, you're
yeah.
set.
Yeah, and for right now, I am not that far. Like I know I am well known in that area, but a lot of people don't know me. It's gonna change, of course, in some time. Like I am starting now this year also. That's never happened before. That's something that's even unofficial. Nobody knows, but I'm
Oh,
gonna be the first person who's gonna do comedy on a competition, like bodybuilding competition.
no.
Yeah, that's gonna be like September, November. Yeah, that's
Really?
gonna like imagine that's gonna be so much fun.
So you said that's somewhere around August, September,
Yeah,
is this something that's going to be televised live?
yeah, they have
Oh
live
my
stream.
God. Oh my
Yeah,
God. All right.
yeah.
So,
Like, I have a lot of bodybuilding jokes because I am a bodybuilder. So
yeah.
like people die about them. Like I did on my birthday first time bodybuilding content, and that doesn't exist in the
No.
because there's no bodybuilder who does comedy. So people are dying about it. Like I did last time a joke. I don't know if you saw that video where I'm saying like I was traveling and it's nice to see that people support each other in the pandemic. I was at the gym the other day and the couple guys in the gym and the restaurant were giving each other vaccine.
Oh no. I think I might have actually seen that clip, but
Oh,
it sounds
that
even
vid-
better coming from you right
yeah.
here.
And crazy is like I thought the video was not that funny, and I had almost 200 shares on
Yeah,
Instagram.
I told
200
you.
people shared that video. Like I was like, damn, like that's crazy.
I told you, man, your name is out there, dude. People know you. They want to see you. They love watching your clips. I
And
love watching your clips.
like the bodybuilding content is so nice because I know the background, so I can make like I have a joke that's my favorite where I say like when I was competing, I was looking forward to the competition day because you get the spray tan. So I thought I can experience first time having a black dick. Then I stop and say, but my dick was the same size.
Oh my god, it's so. How much? Yeah, I'm not gonna ask you to divulge all of your bodybuilding content. You've got to save that for the stage. I don't want it being leaked
No, I
out or
have so
anything.
many. I
That's
have
what I
so
mean.
many.
Did you ever think maybe you could just do a whole show like that could be a Netflix special right there?
Yeah,
Is
I mean, in the future, I was thinking even like my goal is like in 5 or 6 years a Netflix special, but I want to do it in a special place, like maybe a gym or like a really weird place, like that would be so much fun.
what do you think the chances would be you could do one back home in Switzerland in a gym?
Yeah, but I don't think
Do you
I
think
don't know
they'd
if
show up?
I don't know if they would understand all of my jokes in because like some of the jokes are American jokes, and I love
Yep.
to do those.
I don't
But
know. It's just something I
but
thought about.
I can't wait go to somewhere else than America because I have jokes. The American love too, but all over the world, they would love way more because I make fun of the food culture. Like I'm telling like jokes like, hey, I was the other day in the restaurant and you guys frying fucking pickles. Why are you guys frying pickles?
Dude, it's America. We'll fry anything, man.
And then I say like I thought it couldn't be worse, and then the server asked me if I would like to have the fried cheesecake, and I said, "Is the cheesecake not enough reason to have a heart attack?
No, no, it's not.
Let's fry it. Let's fry that cheesecake. Let's put some ice cream on it."
Dude, they've done fried butter. Have you ever seen that one?
No, that's like
Oh
I don't
my
know. Like,
god.
why you fry a Snickers? Like, why? I don't understand why you should fry a Snickers. I'm worried that somebody gonna fry his fingers and eat. Like, oh, let me try it.
Give it time. It is America. We will get there. I
Yeah,
promise you,
let's
we'll get
fry
there.
fingers.
Yes, we're constant leaders in innovation, and we're looking to try that in the new food industry. So,
Yeah, like that's when I would ever perform outside of America, I would do a 60-minute set of fun of America. Like, because all over the world, people love of America.
well, yeah, That's the thing is a lot of people think that everybody America number one. No, no, no. We get laughed at quite a bit,
Oh
and we
yeah.
deserve it. So I don't mind one bit. Nine
I
times
mean, it's
nine times out of 10, you guys are spot on anyway.
yeah. I mean, let's be honest. I think I'm the most patriotic American. Like I'm more American than my wife because I love America. Like I
Yeah.
have even a tattoo. You see, I have the eagle on my neck. Look, that's the American eagle.
Oh, that is awesome. That
And
is
and
amazing.
this is the globe, and the globe is with
Ooh.
red, blue, white. So it shows America's all over the world.
Ooh.
So
I like
I'm very
that.
American,
Very much so.
but I still can make fun of it. It's I mean it's funny.
So, as far as tours, maybe not just so much tours, but just shows, how far out are you expanding as things are slowly starting to open up more and more this year?
Yeah, like I try now. I try to travel so far as possible with the car. Like I live in St. Pete, but we are often now in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach, Naples, Fort Myers. I want to have my name out here, so when we ever move away from here, or whenever. I mean, my wife loves Florida. I love it too, but I want to have my name out here. And let's be honest, Florida is more open than everywhere else. So.
Yeah. Yep, I have to agree 100%. I mean, you're making the right move, doing it where you're doing it instead of say L.A. or Hollywood.
Oh,
It's too
right now.
cutthroat.
That's yeah. But at some point, I guarantee gonna go for a couple weeks or a month to Los Angeles because, like, for auditions and stuff, like, even like Russell Peters said, like he would like to have me in the movie.
Ooh,
Like, it's when you do comedy, people appreciate people who do comedy in movies because you already know how to be funny and acting.
yeah,
So I
yeah. If
would,
you get a comedic bit, you really don't have to do a whole lot of acting. You just be you.
yeah. So that's gonna be fun. But yeah, I try to be in our area, get my name out, and go from there.
So, any thoughts of ever maybe traveling to the Midwest, say where I'm at, which
Like where
it
exactly?
would be pretty much the middle of America. You're looking at
Which
Nebraska,
yeah,
Kansas. I hate Colorado, so to hell with
that's
Colorado.
cold.
It's very cold.
Yeah,
But yeah, like Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas.
yeah. I mean, I'm sure the those people would love my America
Oh God,
jokes.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Believe it
I
or not,
thought.
it'd go over really well. It really would.
Yeah, I think the most of the white person, I don't want to be racist, white person enjoy my comedy the most because they realize like how stupid their language is and like
Yeah.
all those things, so they laugh their ass off.
Yeah, it's nice to hear it from somebody that's not from here.
Yes.
If you hear it from
Yeah.
somebody that's here, you're just like, oh, quit your bitching. I hear it all the time.
Yeah.
But when we hear it from somebody that was not from here, it makes it that much better because, oh shit,
Yeah.
you see it too.
Yeah. Like they sometimes, I say sometimes even beginners that do you English is retarded. Do you guys agree? And then no think I am gonna ask you in 5 minutes after my bit, and then you're gonna agree because then you make the examples and this that's really dumb. Like I had yesterday the bartender, he screamed like, "That's true, man. Why is it that way?" I said, "That's English. English is retarded."
So you've got to be a busy as hell guy. I mean, you obviously still do the bodybuilding, and you're also trying to come up with new material constantly. How do
Yeah,
you
yeah.
do this, man? How do you juggle it all? Because what you do for as far as bodybuilding, that ain't no quick 30-minute workout. You're out of the
No.
gym.
Yeah, let's be honest. Like the reason why I can do what I do right now is because my wife supports me a lot. So I work way less than I did before. So she helps a lot with financial, and that way I really can also focus more on traveling. And like sometimes, like I leave the house at 3 and come back in the morning because we are driving around, and then I need to work out and to eat, like because like my wife says always that the act my act makes it better because I'm big, and I forget it sometimes. And but I need to keep big, and like you said, I need to work out and be still funny. But I
Yeah.
really couldn't do it. Like when I was without my wife, I couldn't do it because then I would even need an 8 to 5 job, and then I need to work out and write stuff and be happy and go do open mics. That wouldn't work out.
No, you'd be spent. You'd be burnt out before you
Oh
even
yeah.
knew it.
Even now, like I was on Wednesday on 2 open mics, and then I was booked Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and like we drove literally like almost 20 hours the past 5 days. So
Wow.
I'm tired now, you know.
I bet you are. It's got to be exhausting for all the traveling, and especially when you're doing it on the road and not by
Yeah.
air.
Yeah,
It's
and the
got to
thing is
be.
in the beginning you really don't earn money. So you
Yeah,
get your name out. So people think like, oh, there's a lot of money. Yeah, there's a lot of money, but
there
when you
can
are
be.
made it, yeah, when you made it, as long you are not a famous comedian, there is nothing to earn.
Yeah,
Almost.
you hear that from a lot of
Yeah.
comedians that are big now. That some of them lived in their cars. They were
Yeah.
homeless. So Preacher Lawson, I think, might have been one of them. And he spent a lot of time in his car before he went on to America's Got
Oh
Talent.
yeah.
And now look what he's doing.
He's everywhere. He was
He
literally
is.
in Tampa. He was in Tampa. Think he's now next week in Naples. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's everywhere. So I mean, now is that something maybe you've ever thought about as America's Got Talent?
Yeah, yeah. My wife wanted put me on. I think she even auditioned for them, but
Oh,
because of 220, I think everything was slowed down.
yep.
So I'm down. I mean, I
Oh
don't care.
man.
That would be funny. Like I would literally go in shorts and tank top on stage in sandals.
Oh my God. And I would love to see the look on Simon Cowell to watch you walk
Yeah.
out thinking, oh, Jesus, what is this going to be? And then you open up with comedy. I
Oh
guarantee
yeah.
you will floor the
Oh yeah.
entire panel.
Yeah, I mean that's how it happened. Like with Russell Peters. You know Russell Peters, the comedian.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
And we were in his show. That was my birthday present from my wife, the ticket. So he said,
Wow.
let's go early because I wanted to sit at the front because I wanted that he makes fun of me. That's why I'm going there. And then he walked out, made fun 10 minutes of me. Then he asked me, "What do you do for work?" And I said, "I'm comedian." And he said, and he didn't believe me.
Oh,
So
shit.
he was like, "Oh, don't give me shit." And so he walked away, came back 10 minutes later. I said, "What do you do for work?" And I said, "I'm comedian." And he said, "I want to see your big ass on stage. I'm going to put you on my night show on that same night." So he
No.
put me 2 hours later on his show.
And you're there as a spectator when you showed
Yeah.
up.
And like, I was like, it was like a dream. Like, then I killed it. Like, I was like,
Oh,
I literally killed it so bad. Like, there's still video you can find on my profile where he
yes.
goes on stage and says, like, hey, he was the best from all my openers this weekend. Like, I thought he's going to bomb. And
Hey,
then he
and
said, yeah, and then he took me on his tour. He normally never takes people on his tour.
see, and that's amazing. All you did was just show up
Yeah,
because
show
you're a
up.
fan and you want to be a part of the
Yeah,
show just as a spectator.
yeah,
And then just by chance, you talk to him. He don't believe you that you're a comedian,
yeah.
and your ass gets on stage for him. And then you
Yeah.
tour with the guy. Like, what was the feeling like with that? Was
That
it
was
like
unreal. Like
like
literally,
holy shit, I may have made it?
yeah, it was unreal. Like imagine before that happened, I had like every 3 months one booking, and after I went with him too, I have like now 10 to 12 bookings a month.
Wow.
Yeah, not
All right.
because I'm funnier now, because people know now. Oh, when Russell says I'm funny, then he is funny. You know, that's approval.
Exactly.
So
So
that
what
was
do
a
you, as far as looking forward to the future, then let's look past maybe the stand up even. Is with sitcoms or things like that like the Big Show for WWE did for Netflix, the Big Show. You see Gabriel Iglesias has Mr. Iglesias on Netflix. Is that something you would aspire to look forward to down the road?
Oh yeah, I think a lot of comedians they see, oh, I want to be the best comedian. I want to be a public figure. I want to be in TV shows, sitcoms. I want to be guest spots in movies and still do comedy. But comedy, I want to have that is not the only thing I'm doing. Like that's only the way to get where I want to be. You know, I want to be. I wouldn't say I want to be the actor, but I would also like to be in movies. You know, but I own sit in a being in a sitcom. That would be like one of my biggest like idols is Kevin James. Like
Oh yeah.
he was a comedian and had with King of Queens he blew up, and
Yes.
like now I'm gonna watch him. Like we have tickets now for in April. He comes to Miami. I'm
Now,
so
have you
excited.
seen his new show on Netflix, The
Oh
Crew?
yeah, it's
Man, that is hilarious. I was.
yeah, he is funny.
It was exciting to see him back
Oh
doing.
yeah, I'm excited. I thought he's never gonna come back on stage
I
because like
know.
he obviously doesn't need the money, you know. But maybe he's bored from the COVID and said, "Yeah, let's do this."
So, as far as shows you've got coming up for the rest of this year, how far ahead are you booked now?
May I mean, I like I said, I'm still an amateur, but I think it's gonna be. I would say 222. It's gonna be my breakout. I give myself time this year to build myself up, and the payoff gonna be 222. So
Man, I've got to tell you, it's just the short time that I've been following you. It's been fun to watch how fast you've been growing
yeah,
and how quickly you've grown this fan base.
yeah. Like I on Facebook, I started mid of January my fan site with literally this year, like 2.5 months before, 2 months before, and I have already over 1,200 on my fan page.
My God, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right, Conan. Well, this is where the part of the show I turn it over to my guest. I'd like you to let everybody know where they can find you on social media, as far as YouTube and everything goes, and then at the same time, any other organizations or charities that you'd like to plug and put out there. The stage is yours, my friend. You go right ahead.
When you guys want to follow me, go follow me on OnlyFans. I'm Conan the Beefy Comedian. No, I'm not. That's only a joke. Don't go there. So my Instagram is the.real.conan, and my Facebook fan page is Conan the Comedian, both with a K, not Conan like the other Conan. And I mean, follow me, like my stuff, share my stuff. My goal why I'm posting so much stuff is to bring people love, and the more we share the stuff, the more we can share laughter. And I don't want to make promo for anything else. I want to say everybody who wants get after his dream, it's never too late. I mean, I realized it with 30, 31 that I want to change my life, and here we are. I'm doing my dream, so it's never too late. Be honest to yourself. If you are not talented, don't waste your time with comedy. When you're talented, give your best and work on it. That's the most important thing. From it doesn't matter what you do. That's all I can say.
Well, man, I got to tell you, Conan, this was one I was really looking forward to when we started talking on Facebook on Messenger. I was like, man, I can't wait to have him on. This is going to be great. And then the more I saw of your clips, I knew that this was going to turn out exactly the way this did. So I want to thank you so much for joining me on the spinoff.
Okay.
And I need to thank also the Killigans for providing me the intro music for the show. And guys, you're going to be able to find this on obviously YouTube. It'll be under my name, Brian Knutson, or you can search the spinoff. Same thing for Facebook. You can find it at my name, Brian Knutson, or the spinoff as well on there. You can find us on Twitter at Knutson_Brian, and the audio will be on the Scarlet and the Cream Husker podcast. You'll be able to find that on Twitter at the Scarlet Cream, and the podcast, of course, as you know, Conan. They're everywhere you can pretty much find podcasts. So
Don't forget to subscribe
yes,
his
you
channel.
got
When
to.
you don't subscribe, I'm gonna get after you. when you watch it and you watched it till now, subscribe, leave a comment, and maybe we do another another podcast together. And by the way, I see you have a Dragon Ball behind you. I have a Dragon Ball tattoo on my calf.
Really?
Yeah, I have Son Goku.
Is there a way I can see it? Is there a way?
I can send you after the podcast.
Absolutely. Yes, I've been a Dragon Ball Z fan since I was probably about
I see the
16.
Dragon Balls behind you.
Yep. I believe that.
I read all the books. Watched everything. Yeah, I have a tattoo. I'm gonna send you.
I haven't gotten that far yet. I haven't gotten to where I've tatted one on me. I mean, I have plenty of tattoos, but just haven't gotten there yet. But yes, I am a DBZ fan and a DB super fan, and glad you are too. Thank God. And you heard him, guys. If you haven't looked it up, you don't subscribe. This guy's gonna find you, and you're gonna be sorry.
So
trust me.
Subscribe his channel.
So everybody, thank you so much. You know where to find this. I've given you everything. So for my guest, you got the dog. Yes. How? I'm gonna ask before we go. How's the dog doing?
It's only like it's nothing bad to see.
Oh, I do.
Let me see if you see this here.
Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness.
So, yeah, she's good.
Well, that is good. So that worked out. This worked out. Subscribers better hit it. Otherwise,
thank you for having me.
You bet, Konan. Thank you so much to everybody. We will talk to you all later. Take care.